All right, welcome back to another episode of Chip Theory. Today I'm going to be discussing the key of B flat Phrygian. Again, B flat Phrygian is inharmonic with A sharp Phrygian. For anyone who watched the A sharp Phrygian video, we're going to be using the same mode, using the flat note naming convention. So here we have the chips laid out with B flat on the left, to the right, A. So we have B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G flat, G, A flat, and A. Once again, our B flat Phrygian mode will have the pattern of the major scale mode in inverse, meaning that if we say our major scale descending, the pattern descending, it will give us our Phrygian mode. So again, the first thing we want to realize is our pattern of whole and half steps. So we have a half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step pattern for Phrygian mode. Again, that's simply the major scale downwards. Half, whole, 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 half, whole, whole. Okay, so if you know your major scale, you know your Phrygian mode. Just say it backwards. So we're going to move our B flat here to the top. And the second thing we want to realize about B flat Phrygian, here you can see our three black keys and the group of two black keys. Again, B flat is the third one, the third to the right on the group of three. We're going to count to find our relative major key from B flat Phrygian. Phrygian being the third mode of the major scale, we know it's simply 4 half steps away from the relative major key. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have the note G flat. Again, it's F sharp or G flat, but we're using flats this time. So a G flat has 6 flats, B, E, A, D, G, and C. So that's going to be our relative major for B flat Phrygian. We're going to have the same scale starting on the B flat note. Again, since we know there's 12 half steps in an octave, we know if it was 4 in this direction, it's going to be 8 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that the note G flat is going to be our 6th degree of the B flat Phrygian scale. Again, for Phrygian, the relative major always lands on the 6th degree. Kind of like in major, where the minor lands on the Aeolian. Aeolian lands on the 6th degree. Well, in Phrygian, the major lands on the 6th degree. Okay, so realizing both of these things, we can determine our B flat Phrygian scale using that pattern. We have a half step, 3 whole steps, whole, whole, whole. Here's our half step, and here's our relative major, our G flat. Then we have a whole step, and then the final whole step will be there from A flat back to B flat. Again, if we say the pattern here for Phrygian descending, we have our major scale pattern: whole, whole, half, whole, 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 and then half would be back to B flat. And going in this direction, ascending, is half, whole, 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 half, whole, whole, which is our Phrygian mode. Removing the notes that are not in our Phrygian scale. And then, of course, remembering we have a white chip here that's been flatted from C to C flat. I'm going to use a red chip to denote that note in particular, because that is a white note that's been flatted. So from C to C flat, we'll have a red chip there to make that easier to remember. It gives us the notes of our B flat Phrygian mode, modal scale: B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, and A flat. Okay, and we're simply looking at here, if we think of it as a B flat major scale with a flat second, third, sixth, and seventh. So our C has been flatted to C flat. D natural has been flatted to D flat. A G has been flatted to G flat, and our A natural is flatted to A flat from the note you start on, B flat. So from a B flat major scale to reach B flat Phrygian, you flat these four notes. Another way to look at this is if we move our G flat and A flat to their position, we have our G flat major scale, G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, and F. And if we were to number these scale degrees for a relative major, G flat would be 1, A flat is 2, B flat is 3, C flat is 4, D flat is 5, E flat is 6, and F would be 7. And then we can move our G flat back into the Phrygian position, giving us the scale degrees for Phrygian mode 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root, G flat, and 2, A flat. So we can remember our scale degrees based on the relative major. This being our root, we have root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Okay? Understanding that, we can come up with our triads for Phrygian mode here as the 3, 5, 7 scale degrees, B flat, D flat, and F, which is minor. The second one is the flat 2, C flat, E flat, G flat is 4, 6, and root. It's major. To our 5, 7, 2 degrees of a relative major, G flat. It's going to be D flat, F, A flat, which is also major. Our fourth one is here. It's 6 root 3, 6 root 3, E flat, G flat, B flat, which is minor. Our fifth one is this 7, 2, and 4, 7, 2, 4, or F, A flat, C flat, which is diminished. Here's our relative major, root, third, fifth, G flat, B flat, D flat is major. And lastly, our 2, 4, and 6, A flat, C flat, E flat, which is minor. Again, our degrees are going to be a Phrygian, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major, and minor. Now that we've realized the triads, we can form 7 chords using alternating notes of the scale as well. Again, the scale degrees are going to be a 3, 5, 7, 2 for our first position of Phrygian. 3, 5, 7, 2 of G flat. It's going to be B flat, D flat, F, and A flat. B flat minor 7, 3, 5, 7, 2 of G flat. This particular minor 7 is going to have 2 plus 1 intervals. 1 plus 2s for its minor thirds here on the bottom triad, or third, and the top are both going to be 1 plus 2. Given that B flat to C flat is 1/2 step, and C flat to D flat is 2 half steps. That's a 1 plus 2 interval here. And the same thing here from F to A flat. F to G flat is 1, and G flat to A flat is 2. This interval here, 1 plus 2's. Our 2 chord, flat 2, is going to be 4, 6, root third, C flat, E flat, G flat, and B flat. 4, 6, root 3. Again, it's a major 7, C flat major. It's going to be a 4, 3, 4 spacing with a 2 plus 1 minor third interval here. Our third chord is a flat 3, dominant 7, 5, 7, 2, 4. Those scale degrees are always dominant. The 5, 7, 2, 4 of G flat major is going to be D flat, F, A flat, and C flat. Again, dominant 7 is always 4, 3, 3 spacing. It's going to have a 1 plus 2 here and a 2 plus 1 interval here. Our 4 chord is the E flat minor 7, 6, root third, 5th. E flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat and G flat, B flat and D flat. Again, E flat minor 7, 6, root third, 5th is going to be a 3, 4, 3 spacing. And this quality differs a little bit here from this minor 7. They're both minor 7s, but this one has a 2 plus 1 on the bottom and a 1 plus 2 on the top. The 5 chord was half diminished, 7, 2, 4, 6, F, A flat, C flat, and E flat. Again, 7, 2, 4, 6 is always half diminished. And half diminished chords always have a 3, 3, 4 spacing. You have a major third here atop a diminished triad. F, A flat, C flat, E flat. You're going to have a 1 plus 2 here and a 2 plus 1 interval here. The 6th position, flat 6, is our relative major of G flat, root third, 5th, 7th, G flat, B flat, D flat, and F. It's a 4, 3, 4 spacing with a 1 plus 2 in the middle here for its minor third. And the 7th chord is 2, 4, 6 root, A flat, C flat, E flat, and G flat, which is our A flat minor 7, a 3, 4, 3 spacing. And this minor 7 is going to have 2 plus 1s for its minor thirds. All right, the 1 chord here has 1 plus 2's, and this one has 2 plus 1s here and here. Again, the chords are B flat minor 7, C flat major 7, D flat dominant 7, E flat minor 7, F half diminished 7, G flat major 7, and A flat minor 7. Okay, let's talk about the inversions of these chords. Assuming the scale degrees do not change, of course we know that across the bottom row we have the Phrygian mode, and across the thirds, all the thirds on the second row here, you have the Mixolydian pattern. The 5ths have a Locrian pattern, and the 7ths are a Dorian mode. There's something to remember about the Phrygian mode. Phrygian, Mixolydian, Locrian, and Dorian. Okay. For our first chord here, the inversions, we're going to focus mainly on the spacing of the intervals for the quality of the chord. So it's a minor 7 with a 3-4-3 spacing. We're going to move our B flat up. Here we have a 4-3-2 inversion starting on D flat, F, A flat, B flat. Our second inversion for a minor 7, which has a 3-2-3 spacing starting on F, A flat, B flat, D flat. To our 2-3-4 inversion starting on A flat, B flat, D flat, and F. Coming down is F, D flat, B flat, A flat, D flat, B flat, A flat, F, B flat, A flat, F, D flat, and A flat, F, D flat, B flat, or B flat minor 7. Our flat 2 major 7 was a C flat major 7, C flat, E flat, G flat, B flat. It's a 4-3-4 spacing. When we move our C flat to the top, we have a 3-4-1 starting on E flat, G flat, B flat, C flat. Here we have a 4-1-4 starting on G flat, B flat, C flat, and E flat. To our 1-4-3 starting on B flat, C flat, E flat, and G flat. Coming down is G flat, E flat, C flat, B flat. E flat, C flat, B flat, G flat. C flat, B flat, G flat, E flat, and B flat, G flat, E flat, C flat. Our third chord is a dominant 7, D flat dominant, D flat, F, A flat, C flat. It's a 4-3-3. Moving our D flat up, we have the 3-3-2 position starting on F, A flat, C flat, D flat. To our 3-2-4 position starting on A flat, C flat, D flat, F. To our 2-4-3 starting on C flat, D flat, F, A flat. Moving down is A flat, F, B flat, C flat, F, D flat, C flat, A flat, D flat, C flat, A flat, F, and C flat, A flat, F, D flat. Our 4 chord was E flat minor 7, a 3-4-3. Move our E flat up, E flat, G flat, B flat, D flat. We have our 4-3-2 starting on G flat, G flat, B flat, D flat, E flat. We have 3-2-3 starting on B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat. To our 2-3-4 starting on D flat, E flat, G flat, and B flat. Coming down is B flat, G flat, E flat, D flat, G flat, E flat, D flat, B flat, E flat, D flat, B flat, G flat, and D flat, B flat, G flat, E flat. Our 5 chord was the F half diminished, F minor 7 flat 5, F, A flat, C flat, E flat, a 3-3-4 spacing. Here we have our 3-4-2, A flat, C flat, E flat, F, to a 4-2-3, C flat, E flat, F, A flat, and a 2-3-3 starting on E flat, F, A flat, C flat. Coming down is C flat, A flat, F, E flat, A flat, F, E flat, C flat, F, E flat, C flat, A flat, and A flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, F. Here's our relative major, the flat 6, major, 7, G flat major, a 4-3-4 spacing, G flat, B flat, D flat, F. Moving our G flat to the top gives us a 3-4-1. B flat, D flat, F, G flat, to a 4-1-4, D flat, F, G flat, B flat, to 1-4-3, F, G flat, B flat, D flat. Coming down is D flat, B flat, G flat, F, B flat, G flat, F, D flat, G flat, F, D flat, B flat, and F, D flat, B flat, G flat. Our seventh position here was a flat 7, A flat minor 7, A flat, C flat, E flat, G flat, a 3-4-3 to a 4-3-2 starting on C flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, to a 3-2-3 starting on E flat, G flat, A flat, C flat, to a 2-3-4 starting on G flat, A flat, C flat, E flat. Coming down is E flat, C flat, A flat, G flat, C flat, A flat, G flat, E flat, A flat, G flat, E flat, C flat, and G flat, E flat, C flat, A flat. And these are the chords of B flat Phrygian. You have a B flat minor 7, C flat major 7, D flat dominant, E flat minor 7, F half diminished, G flat major 7, and an A flat minor 7. And those are chords of B flat Phrygian.